Well, this is the 12th of May, 10 days after the last federal election, and there's been a lot of talk over the last 10 days about who really won the May 2nd election in Canada. The answer is pretty clear, really. The numbers don't lie. And when you look at the statistics, the answer is entirely obvious. In British Columbia, the Conservative Party gained nothing. In Alberta, the Conservative Party gained 1 seat. In Saskatchewan, the Conservative Party gained nothing. And in Manitoba, the Conservative Party gained 2 seats. So over all of Western Canada, the Conservatives, calling an election when they chose to, gained 3 seats. The West, in fact, had given them a majority already of all the seats available in Western Canada. So what happened in Ontario? Well, before the election, the Conservatives had 51 seats, and after the election, they had 73 seats. In Quebec, the Conservatives lost 5 seats. In Atlantic Canada, they gained 3 seats. And in the territories, they gained 1 seat. So obviously, in the whole of Canada, they didn't gain as many seats as they did in Ontario alone. In Ontario alone, they gained 22 seats. So Mr. Harper owes his majority very definitely to one province, Ontario. And Ontario will get what it paid for. It offered and accepted support for and received support from the Conservative Party. And it will get whatever it wants. It will sit at the cabinet table in a position of dominance, and Ontario will get whatever benefits it needs to support its inefficient and basically non-competitive industrial sector. Now, some people think that a resource sector like Western Canada, where all the oil and natural gas and fresh water and minerals like uranium are located, can actually sit on an equal footing with an industrial nation like Ontario. It can't, because the numbers in Ontario alone demonstrate effectively that with at least democracy, there is no possibility that Ontario will ever give to Western Canada its fair share of political power. Because Western Canada doesn't have the population. It just has the money. It just has the resources. It just has the means to subsidize the rest of the bankrupt country of Canada. So when you think about it, remember, 22 seats that elected the Conservative government on May 2nd will be rewarded with all the money and perks and cabinet positions that Ontario will need to maintain its dominance. And therefore, my friends, it's all the more clear after the last election that if we don't free the West, our resources will go down the pipeline, whether it be Harper or Chrétien or Trudeau or Mulroney or any of the prime ministers we've had, including Mr. Harper, who comes from Calgary in theory. In practice, he knows where his bread is buttered, and it's in Ontario. So his loyalty will be to the province that elected him because he likes being prime minister. So if you ever want to retain the culture, the land, the language, the resources of Western Canada, the last election demonstrates you really have to free the West. Thank you very much.